Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Jimmy.
And I am Cawl.
If you're new from one of the Facebook groups, please consider giving us a subscribe. Thank you kindly. And we've got another addition to announce. We have a sponsor. Elysium Wargames for up to 30% off of your Warhammer. They are pretty damn cheap. The last time I had a quick look on the website, they have like £17 for a box of Cadians. I feel like the last time you could buy Cadians for £17 was from Games Workshop in about 2003 when they were first released.
Yeah, so unless you can time travel,
yeah,
this is probably your best option really.
Yeah, Terminator, a bit like a Necron. I have my Cadians. Anyway, so please consider going over to Elysium Wargames and checking them out. So yeah, as you have seen from the thumbnail, we have Admech versus Necrons, and it's 1500 points, and we are doing the Scouring today, which is a domination match.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just fought regards to good tin men versus bad tin men. So it was very much like a Terminator versus Terminator matchup. The mission's all about collecting data regards to the secondaries, and we've both done it, thinking it's cinematic, just pumping it up for this 9th edition release. Really pumped for this army. So good to have a new army on the channel.
Yeah, like I've been looking forward to this one for a while.
Yeah.
So we bring to you Robot Wars. Who are you, Matilda?
Obviously.
I'm circular lot. Right, there is a little debate going around the internet at the moment about Skitarii Rangers, and are they any good? Or are they going to become a new horde thing? That's what people have been saying. So I'm bringing quite a few of them this week. So we'll head over to the armies and we'll have a look, I think.
Let's do it.
Cool. Right then, please again, one last time, check out our sponsors over at Elysium Wargames. They are great guys. So we will see you in the armies. So here is my 1500 points of Admech today. I'm using the Forge World of Mars, and it's my first time playing Admech, so it'll be quite interesting. Be a massive learning curve today. Starting off with my HQ, I've got Belisarius Cawl. He has Masterwork Bionics as a Warlord trait, which gives him a 4-up invuln, and he can subtract 1 damage, I think per attack by how it's worded. We'll have to double check. Moving over to my Tech Priest Dominus, I've given him the Red Axe, which gives him +2 strength, -5, flat 2 damage, and he can make 3 additional attacks. Moving over to my troops, I have the Skitarii Rangers. Most of them equipped with the normal weapons, but I do have an arc rifle in there as well as the plasma variant, I keep forgetting its name, and the Arquebus as well. All the lords in here have the Taser, or the sergeants have the Taser laser, I believe it's called. Little thing, little proddy stick, cow prod I think we've started calling it. Moving over, I have 2 units of Vanguard. They are all equipped exactly the same as the Rangers, apart from with their own weapons and their own special abilities. Moving over, I have the Ruststalkers, equipped out with their plasma swords, I believe they are. And moving over, we have the Infiltrators. Moving on to my fast attack, I have 3 Dragoons, and I've given them the Taser Lances as well as their regular radium weaponry. And then finally, I have 2 Dune Crawlers with swapped out with the autocannons and the missiles, and I have paid the extra points to give the heavy stubbers on top. So it's my 1500 points. The army list will be below, so if you want full details, go down to the description. But before we go to the Necrons, I should mention my secondaries. Strategic Scan, which is the mission objective. We'll do that. We'll go into that in a bit more detail a bit later on. Uncharted Sequencing. This is where I believe I pick an objective. So I think I marked these down pre-game by the wording, and I've got to be on said objective by the end of my turn. And then finally I'm going to cut off the head with all these sniper arquebuses inside the army. I've got a good chance of cutting off the head. So there are your my 3 secondary objectives. Let's move over to the Necrons.
So this is my 1,500 points of Necron stay that are going to be taking out the good tin men. The dynasty is the Nephric dynasty, all about the sun and the deep striking boys. So my overlord is the Warlord, because he has to be. He has got the Thrall of the Silent King ability. Just feeling like that extra little bit of inch might go the distance. In the second HQ slot, I have the Scorpex Destroyer. I have burnt 1 CP to given him the Skin of the Living Gold, which basically means -1 to hit, thinking if he gets into combat, that could be quite handy. Into the troop, I have 2 5-man Immortals with Gauss Blasters, and then a big old 10-man blob of Tesla Carbines. Feeling like with some of the stratagems, more of these guys with exploding abilities could be quite substantial. Into the elite, it's all about the destroyers. I have a 6-man squad of Scorpex Destroyers, all modelled as seen, and this guy, the Satan. He's modelled as the Nightbringer, but he's just going to be a regular old Satan today. I have picked his ability, I would guess you want to call it, the Fractured Personality, and I've given him the Trans-Dimensional Displacement. Bit of a mouthful, meaning this guy can deep strike. Granted, he's not as good as the Nightbringer, but he's still going to be a massively harassing nuisance in combat. So we'll see if he can survive the distance. Going on to the heavies to round off this list, it is a Canoptic, my words cannot come out today, Canoptic Doomstalker, and 5 destroyers, 1 being the heavy destroyer over there, modelled as the old unit, but we are going to use him as the new boy today. All in the same unit, all lovely jubbly, all destroyerisms, all ready to destroy the good guys of Mars. But first, what are my secondaries? I will tell thee. Strategic Scan, same as Jimmy, is being used. Again, it's all about scanning them objectives. We have to get the objectives, so why not scan them? Thin the ranks. With all his squishy little troop, would be a no-brainer, plus his tanks would bag me some extra points as well. And then finally, it's a Necron 1, Purge the Vermin, which is all about table quarters. Getting rid of them guys, holding objectives, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's get on to the deployment.
So, welcome. We will mention the terrain here. So the escape of what we were going for, or what this gentleman was going for, was the ruins of a settlement on one side of the building as it went off into the wonderful deserty world. So, the Admech need to retake the settlement from these pesky Tomb World goddamn Necrons that have decided to wake up. So, how our terrain works is we have area terrain, pretty standard, line blocking terrain, pretty standard, and then these guys here, barricades and walls, that sort of stuff. We've got no craters on here for today. We do have the armoured crates, so all the rules apply for them. please look in your rule book for the rules if you want to know. We're not going to explain it too much, but we do have a couple of house rules. So if you can see through this here, as you can see through this here, you can shoot at a -1. There's no point saying that if a guy stood here and the enemy is stood here, that they can't see each other when they clearly can. So we do that. When it comes to this one here, we draw an imaginary line across here. So you can picture it like that. Pretty much it. Pretty easy to understand, hopefully. So yeah, moving on to the roll-off. So have you got your dice?
I do.
Ooh. Right, if you'd like to roll, sir. Oh, well, that's good.
First roll, and it's called
4. And I roll a 5. Look like the Admech are taking first turn, sir.
Very good.
Good luck.
You too.
Q. Admech title. So, end of command phase. He has ordered this unit. I forgot which canticle it is. The canticle of the Iron Soul. So if I was to lose any wounds via a mortal wound, basically, on a 5-up, I can ignore it. And combat attrition tests can ignore modifiers. So I thought I'd do that one, seeing that I can do an extra canticle. But for the game overall, I have taken Bulwark Imperative, I believe it is. And that gives me a +1 to my armor save, but -3 to my movement. But everything has moved up pretty quickly. And that's because I've done the canticle of the Machine Vengeance, which I roll 2d6 and advance and discard. Probably normally I wouldn't do that first turn, but considering a lot of this stuff is hidden, I've decided to take the risk and bomb up quite a lot of stuff up the board. These guys here haven't just normal moved, so the guys on objective 2, but this Dragoon has moved up, this has moved up, and this has moved up to try and give me a bit of middle board control. These guys have just normal moved across, even with a -3, managed to get on top of the objective. I have decided at the end of my movement to do scanning this one here, or beginning the scan. Same on number 4, same on number 2 for the, what's it called again?
Strategic scan.
Strategic scan. So they are hopefully in place. We're going to move on to the shooting phase. Probably not a lot to shoot here, so it might be a quick one. Might do all the little guns off camera, because I don't think there'll be much to be fired anyway. And then finally we'll come back and do this big guy in the shooting phase, I think. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Right, we will see you in a moment.
So just a recap of the shooting off camera. Not a lot has shot, like Jimmy has said, purely for the fact that's a lot of advancing and out of range. The Vanguard, but yeah.
The Arquebus is in 4 of the squads. So this squad here, this squad here, this squad here, and this squad here. All took a shot into the Doomstalker, causing nothing. Because you passed all your saves. I've just done the plasma from these 2 units, causing 1 wound, I believe.
Correct, because he didn't overcharge. Obviously, this is advanced, correct?
Yep.
So no shooting. These, as we've very new to Admech, realised that we've upgraded into a combat chicken. So obviously the lance is very good in combat, but sacrificing the shooting, and we didn't upgrade for the shots, so these guys can't shoot. Obviously, the advanced can't shoot, as you know. Like Jimmy said, the snipers have done some shots. The plasma has done 1 damage. So now we are going on to the arc rifles in this squad and this one, hitting on the vehicle. So it's D3 normally the damage, but due to the fact that Jimmy is shooting a vehicle, it's flat 3, which is insane. So see if you can do some damage on this geezer.
So we'll start with the far squad, the closest to you. Okay. Hitting you on 3s.
Yep.
And then wounding you on 4s.
Correct.
Yes. It will be Rinvun, I believe.
It will certainly be. Just to let you know, again, apologies if it's already a thing in 8th edition, but hitting a vehicle, a 4 is an auto wound regardless. So if it's hitting maybe a Titan, something stupid like that, it would be an auto wound. So let me just get my die and I'll be right back. So looking for 4. For 6, bossed it. Next one, sir.
So, hitting on 3s. Misses. No. I've still got this to shoot, so I will not re-roll.
Okay, so that is 2 failed attempts on the Stalker. Now it's the big geezer into the even bigger geezer. After reading the rules for the crawler, Jimmy has the dice, so he will get on with it.
Yes. So, we're going to do the Icarus rocket pods. Bloody hellfire. Icarus autocannon first. Hitting it on 3s. Oh, that's not good. And wounding it on 3s as well.
Yes.
2 at -1, I believe it is, and flat 2 damage each.
2 wounds down to 9 wounds. Next up, the missile launcher.
Gatling missile launcher hitting on 3s.
Not bad.
And wounding on 4s this time because it's strength 6. Oh, just the 1 at -2.
Nope, goes through. Another wound down to 8.
What's this?
Smoothest.
It will not die.
And then finally, the heavy Daedalus missile.
Yeah. So, hitting you on 3s. Wounding you on 3s. -3.
So that's
D6 damage.
my invuln. Nope. D6 damage.
I will burn a CP for a reroll. And I ain't going to reroll that one. I'll roll that one for 5.
Very good. The Stalker is down to 3 wounds. Just a little hiccup and a quick fix, so not to worry. Jimmy did do an action on Objective 2 and Objective 4, so these guys couldn't have shot anything in the sense of any of the guns, so this only lost 1 wound, so he's up to 4. Quick fix, job's a good one. Thought we'd address it now. Bish bash bosh.
So, for purposes of my Uncharted sequencing, that is the order of objectives that I'm going for. So now you know.
Can I see?
No, you can't. So, that is that. Oh, and there's my doctrine for turn 1. Right then. End of my turn 1. I feel like I'm in a good position. I've pushed out where I can. And, yeah. I've got a signal going on here. They did not fire. I swear down. You have no evidence apart from previously in the video. These guys are doing the signal as well. So are the guys on Objective 2. So hopefully these guys can all survive, which will net me, hopefully, 3 objectives done. And I believe you only need to do 4 to get the full 15.
Correct.
So these guys are probably in the process of netting me about 10 to 12. Hopefully it stays like that. Hopefully these guys have a terrible turn shooting. But we will see. You what?
Mean.
It's not mean. It's not mean at all. Hopefully these guys, you know, when your alarm goes off on a Monday morning at 6 o'clock and you're like, no, I don't want to get up for work. Hopefully that's how they're feeling. So, at the moment, I believe I am on 0, which isn't great. But I'm in a good position for turn 2 and onwards. So hopefully, I will score some points then. Right guys, we will see you in Necrons turn 1.
Necrons turn 1 command phase. My will be done has been enabled on the Immortals down here, but they've moved. Veil of Darkness has been in play, so they've bombed from there over here, holding Objective 3 and eyeing up some of these targets down here. These Immortals have done the scanning onto Objective 3, so they are doing nothing this turn. The Destroyers have moved out of their protected little base, eyeing up potentially destroying, hopefully, fingers crossed, some of these guys, so Objective 1 is a bit more freed. The Doomstalker has gained a wound, that's 5 in his second bracket, and he has moved up the board, eyeing up them infiltrators down there. Granted, his massive overcharge blast isn't going to work, purely for the fact he has moved, but needs must and all that. Obviously, turn 2, all this lovely goodness is going to drop in. Where is another matter, purely for the fact Jimmy has a lot of board control on his side. Hopefully I can sort that out myself by blasting some of these off the board. So we'll get straight into shooting. I'll have a little think off camera and we'll be back with the dice.
Tesla Immortals firing everything into this squad of Skitarii. Forgot the name now. Rangers, there we go.
Yeah.
So, hitting on 2s, I believe, sir.
Correct. 6s are exploding.
Ooh, so 3 explosions.
All hit, and then I get 3 more explosions. Let me get my dice.
So, needing 3s to wound.
Yeah.
Well, give you a chance to pull them out and tell us how many I need.
16 wounds went through due to the fact it's AP 0 and Jimmy's Doctana. He gets +1 to his armor save, so looking for 3s.
Yep, come on, buddy. That's looking rather good.
7 died. Jimmy has better CP to keep 1 more alive, ideally keeping this objective alive. I managed to save 1, so there is now 4 left in this squad. Next, we will go over to the destroyers and see what nastiness they can achieve.
So now we are moving on to these wonderful blokes over here. Split firing. The larger gun and 2 of the regular geezers are going into this Aduna crawler. And then the other 2 are going to try and finish off this unit to stop them from scoring that objective. So, if you'd like to roll, which one first? Skitarii?
We'll do these guys
Cool.
first.
Right then, hit on 3s.
Yeah, so I'm burned 2 CP for
Yeah.
wow. What's it called?
Extermination protocols?
Thank you. You just wait a minute. You just wanted to see me struggle, didn't you?
I did a little bit.
Right, so hitting on 3s. Rerolling them 1s.
It's just horrible.
All hit. Strength 6 against toughness 3. So it's 2s, but get to reroll all fail wounds. All go through. 66 up and runs for.
Here we go. 2 survive. 4 do not. Good night, sweet princes. Now the Doom Crawler is going to get it, so here we go.
Again, looking for 3s. Missed for 1. Reroll that one. Right, 5. 5's to wound, but all get to reroll the fails.
No.
Ooh, that's very good that I get to reroll.
No.
Nope, nothing.
Big cannon.
Yeah.
One shot.
Yes. Hits. 3s. Yep. Ooh. It is AP -4, so you get your 5 up in run.
Please, please, oh please. And I do not have the CP.
It's 3d3. I will cheekily reroll that one. So for 7.
Very good.
Very good, babies.
These Immortals fired everything into this Doom Crawler doing nothing. And this geezer here fired all his Gorse blasters or flares or whatever they were into those the infiltrators. Unfortunately, nothing happened. Now for the big cannon.
Has to look low power, so D6 shots for 4. Hitting on 4s. Just for the 1. Wounding on 2s. Yes.
Cool.
And you're in one?
I believe they do have an in-run, a 5-up in-run. But what's the minus? Is it 2?
Yeah.
We'll just quickly check their armor save, because I'm getting +1 to it. Might be better than the
maybe
in-run.
you're a 3.
If they're a 3-up save, good stuff. If not, then it doesn't matter. Consulting the Codex, they are a 4-up save, going down to 3-up because of my doctrine. I'm going to call it doctrine, because it's doctrine with an A. So, right. 5 up. Required. Nope. Damage, sir?
D3.
For 1. I believe they've got 2 wounds. We will double check.
No, they do.
Oh, so 1 is down to 1 wound. Woo-doo.
After a little think, I was going to do this guy, the Doomstalker, to charge into the infiltrators behind the red building there, but I went against it. Granted, he can charge me next turn, but thinking with regards to his blast weapon, he won't really be doing much damage. If these guys had lost a few with regards to the weaponry, then I would have considered it and maybe been able to win the battle over time. But when he's got 5 already there with 2 wounds, it's going to be a long old haul, and this guy's more valuable shooting. So I will not be doing any charging. Mixed bag of shooting, obviously killing these off this objective. We still don't know until the end of the battle round if this was Jimmy's initial one. Knocking him down to 4 wounds was also quite nice. With the giant super mega cannon. Only scoring 2 for Purge the Vermin, which is in this quarter. Thin the ranks, obviously ongoing. And so is the scanning, which is just down here. So, mixed bag from both sides. No one is done particularly cracking in regards to wiping anything out. So it's all to play for still. I have a hell of a lot of points dropping in turn 2. So it's a matter of where they can drop, as we all know. But we shall see what we can do. Moving on to Admech, turn 2.
So, movement of this turn. I have now gone for the protect imperative, which increases my ballistic skill. There we go, got all my words out. In my command phase, I did Machine Spirit Resurgence on this guy, taking him up to top bracket for terms of, well, the game currently. So he's going to be able to fire everything at ballistic skill 2, which is fantastic. I have also gone for Shrouds, Blame, Shame.
Oh yeah, Sublime. Shroud Sublime.
Something that basically gives me benefit of light cover, so everybody is basically getting +1 to their cover save if they're, well, out in the open. So that's good. Everybody's basically got a 3-up armor save again.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I've noticed. If you can tweak the Codex to your will, or looking at it basically, it can be quite nasty first turn, like, because everything's gaining the benefit of light cover.
With Mars as well, though, you've got a lot of this wouldn't necessarily get a lot of this because Mars obviously still gives it basically to everyone.
So yeah, also Be'lakor has put on these guys. I've forgotten which one it's called. Oh yeah, Be'lakor Lestrange.
He's been painted in other room.
We've been talking about Be'lakor so much these past things. Belisarius, there we go.
Hey!
Hey! Fucking Be'lakor, bloody hell. Might as well call him Marcelo Bielsa. Hey, 4th battle rep, finally got leads in, we finished 9th. Woo! For all those American fans watching, they don't have a clue what's going on. The rest of you guys from England probably call me Leeds scum, unless if you are a Leeds fan. Anyway, back onto 40k. Benediction of the Omnisire. So they get to re-roll 1 hit, 1 wound, and 1 damage.
That's nice.
Very nice. So, with that being said, let's get on. I think that's everything. Yeah, I've done my protective. I've done my shroud, gone up the movements, said that this guy is 1 up. Yeah, I think that's about everything.
You've done well. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you. That means a lot coming from you. Anyway, moving on to my shooting phase.
Starting with these guys in the middle, going for the destroyers, and Jimmy is doing a 2 CP'd stratagem, which is called
Galvanic Volley Fire.
Okay.
So basically it turns the heavy 2 into rapid fire 2. And because the front destroyer is within 15 inches of all of them, I'm getting 24 shots.
That's nice, isn't it?
I know, it's wonderful. So, I'm hitting on 2s because my ballistic skill is up thanks to my...
And my will be done.
Yeah, basically.
I'll just pause this right now, shall I?
So, we only miss a 2. So, 22 hits. Looking for 5s now. This is the hard bit. So...
11 went through, pretty solid, very, very nice. I can understand why people do take these, if that's the thing, when you can get all them shots off. Looking for 4s. Bit of a mixed bag, so 3. So 1 is dead, 1 is on 1 wound, and I will get my dice for the reanimation. Obviously, reanimation is the end of all the shots, so obviously he's got all the specialist weaponry in there as well. So we'll keep a tally. So next up is the plasma, I do believe.
Yes, I'm going to elect to overcharge it, might as well.
Get 2 shots?
Yes, all 2.
Oh, nice.
So, hitting on 2s, both hit. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. God damn it.
Ah.
No. Right, arc rifle. I'll have a quick look at how many. I can't remember if it's 2 dice or 1 dice or what. But...
All the dice. Next up, the arc rifle in that squad into the destroyers.
Yep, still within 15 inches because of the guy on 1 wound. So, looking at 2s. Both hit. Strength 6, toughness 5, I think.
Yes.
So 3s. I will do my one free reroll.
Is it to wound as well?
Yeah, so my wound one's gone now.
Okay.
So I've still got...
No problem.
So 2 wounds and -2.
Looking for them 5s. Nope.
And then it is, I believe, D3 damage.
Well, 1's dead regardless.
Yeah, that's true. So bye-bye.
Another 1 bites the dust. The Arquebus, yeah?
Yes.
So the sniper into these destroyers now.
Looking for 3s to hit because he moved and it's a heavy. So it's hit. Winding on 3s. Yep. And 5 ups.
Ooh, nope, goes through.
And then D3 damage, and if this is crap, I can reroll thanks to the other thing. So
it is crap.
It is crap. I will reroll.
And it's also crap. Brilliant. So that is down to 2 wounds. I will get my dice for reanimation, and we'll see what I can do. Right. Let's move that out of the way. Confusion. 5s and 6s. Do I burn a CP?
What do you burn a CP to reroll one of them for? That is the question.
No, I'll keep my CP. So that is 2 destroyers down, 3 left. On to the next shooting. Just to recap, the Arquebus from this shot into...
No, the Arquebus from here.
Oh, my apologies, there's too many all over. Over here into that, destroying another destroyer, knocking him down to 2. Going over to this side, he has shot his normal default guns into it, managing the clinker wound, and the plasma also didn't do anything, so he's using the arc rifle and the Arquebus into him. Now, wondering if he can destroy this stalker. So, go for the arc rifle first?
Yeah, why not? So, he's hitting on... this guy's hitting on 2s. I'll try and aim for this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2s.
Yes.
Followed by 6, toughness 6.
Yes.
4s. Do I use a command reroll? Because it is D3 damage if you fail.
Flat 3.
Flat 3, yeah, that's what I mean. Yes, I will actually burn a CP.
Okay.
And that was pointless. Why do I always roll the same? Cool. And then we'll quickly do the Arquebus. So hitting on 3s, because it's heavy. Nope, misses. Cool.
Okie dokie. Great. Fantastic. Marvellous.
Should have done off camera and it would have died.
Yeah, absolutely. The arc rifle and the plasma...
This is why we've just been calling it plasma. I've forgotten.
Plasma and the Arc
Yeah.
rifle. Sorry for the names, but there's so much
It's like
pronunciation.
Cavalier or something.
It's mental. It went into the mortals. Killing 2, reanimation did not go off, so there's 8 down. The Arquebus shot is going straight into the Warlord's head, since Lookout Sir is not going to work this time.
No, he is steadily aiming it, so hitting on... these guys did move, so he's hitting on 3s.
Ah, okay.
Hits. Strength 7, toughness 5, I believe, so they're wounding you on 3s. Yep. -2, so it'll be a 4 up phase shifter.
No.
And then D3 for 3.
Nice.
Shame I don't have another Arquebus that can see.
Yeah, it would have been lovely. So the Warlord has lost 3 wounds. Everything is going into the destroyers. He has shot the stubbers already, managing the clinker wound. I'm not rolling very hot for these armor saves, so I'm not feeling very confident. So which one are we going to go for first?
I'll do the big Icarus
autocannons.
autocannons. So they're hitting on 2s because of my doctrine thing. Oh no! But I am Mars, so when I'm shooting, I can reroll 1.
Are you sure about this?
I am positive. I have written it down.
So after rereading the dogma is Skitarii have the Omnissiah abilities, so they can get all the canticles, and it is reroll 1 hit from either the shooting or fight phase. So obviously he's gonna reroll.
Yeah. So here we go. Hey.
Right.
Cool. Strength 7. So it'll be 3s. So 2 at -1, I believe.
Okie dokie.
Do you want to roll these separately because it is flat 2 damage, which would kill 1 outright?
Yes. Yes, I shall. So the first one, dead.
Second one, down to 1 wound.
Wow. Rolling rubbish. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, now for the Gatling missile launcher.
Yes.
So, hitting on 2s. Oh dear. Wounding you on 3s. And it's -2. And it's 1 damage apiece.
Alright, so I need to get lucky this time to survive. Right, here goes. Yes, I am. The gods have listened to me, and he is still in the fight. So, next up is the last shot.
Yes, the super missile.
Yes.
So hopefully it doesn't miss. Nope.
He's
Locked
on.
What strength is it? I've forgotten. Let me double check.
So, freeze.
There we go. Have I burned a command point in this round for rolling? I can't remember.
No, I don't think you have. Oh. Did you before with all the other stuff? So much shooting.
Well, I had loads of rerolls and stuff, so I don't know if I have. I will not go with it because it's fine. I still have one more thing to shoot at it, killing it. If not, I do have a Dragoon ready to roll. So if you'd like to roll your 3 dice for your reanimation.
Yes. Yes, I shall.
It does not wake up.
Nah. So that is 1 destroyer on 1 wound. Jimmy off camera said he has a plan. Would you like to elaborate, sir?
Yes, so the heavy stubber is going into the destroyer, hopefully taking him down. If not the end of the world, because I do have a chicken of death to prod into his 1 good remaining eye. And then everything else is going into the immortals to weaken them, so this chicken can go into there and hopefully kill them. So,
do what again? Right, thanks, just to clarify.
So, remember guys, subscribe. Right, 4 shots hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So. Hey.
Nice.
2, no minus.
Yeah. Nope.
That's fine. Okay, chicken's gonna have to do its work.
Chicken with his cow prodder. What a messed up world we live in.
So, the Icarus Autocannons. Hitting on 2s. I'll reroll on because it's heavily cocked. That's of 1. Wounding on 3s. Ooh, just the 1 at -1.
Just the one at -1?
Just the one at -1.
No.
Yeah, it's enough to put one down.
One's dead.
Right, now for the missiles, this is where I need some damage to happen. All hit.
Very good.
And then wounding you on 3s again.
For free.
Oh.
Looking for them 5s. No. So 3 more down. And then it's just your big
missile hitting on 2s.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s. Cool.
Okay, so 4 are dead. I will roll reanimation. And I get 1 back. Marvellous. So 3 are slain. So chicken number 1 is going into the Destroyer. Chicken number 2 is going into the Immortals. But chicken number 3, no, he's staying on number 2. So 3 is on 2, 2 is on Immortals, 1 is on Destroyers. Got that. Simple. Easy.
And infiltrators into the...
Doomstalker.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right, start with chicken number 2.
Chicken number 2 is
Yeah,
in.
easy.
And then, I wonder if I could be able to get proper round there and contest number... Well, not contest number 3. No, I don't mind. And then that one into that one. Oops.
Well, I think you'll be alright regardless. Yeah.
9, definitely in. And then those guys can't really fail, so...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, brilliant. Right, everything's in. I'll move them in, and then we'll get on with the charge phase, guys. Starting with the infiltrators into the Doomstalker. 11 attacks, hitting on 4s now due to his ability to degrade his weapon skill for the benefit of the ballistic skull.
Yes. So, hitting you on 4s. That does not look good over here. I've got one.
That does.
Makes no difference.
Makes me a little bit happy.
Because they are
Space
Mars,
Alright.
they get to reroll 1. Makes no difference anyway. And then wounding you on 5s. For 1 at -3.
Okay. 1 at -3. So I get my 4 up in vulnerable save, which I do not pass. So he's down to 3 wounds. The Dragoon into the Destroyer. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Yes. 6s explode. Makes them allow 2 hits.
Very good. Wow.
So
probably a bit of overkill.
4, 6. If I used the stratagem, that one would have exploded as well.
Wow.
So that many hits.
3.
3's to wound.
Oh dear.
4, 7.
Yeah.
7 at -2. 7 5-up saves, and it's flat 2 damage each.
Yeah. I think I need a miracle here, so I'll get the dice and we'll see what we can do. Right.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, reanimation.
No.
Oh, yeah, units wiped.
Yeah, so that is the Destroyer completely disintegrated with that.
He just aimed his
Yeah,
Cawl prop.
you just jousted him into oblivion. So, next up, this Dragoon. So, like we said, this Dragoon into the Immortals. I have not elected to Overwatch. My apologies. Heroically intervene. Due to him being on 2 wounds, this is a beast in combat, and he gets 10 points if he kills him. So, let's not do that, guys.
So, I am using the stratagem Chain Taser Protocols. Basically, as we demonstrated, getting 6s explode, now 5s get to explode, as previously mentioned.
Lovely.
So, hitting on 4s. So, 1 does explode, so at least I get 3. And then wounding you on 3s. Just the 1 at -2.
Nope. One's dead. Reanimation. No. Another one is destroyed. My attack's back. We'll do the Immortals. We'll consolidate and fight. And then the Doomstalker will get to attack. We will do this off camera and we'll get into Jimmy's turn 2 recap.
So, in the ensuing combat over here, this managed to somehow, on its one attack, managed to wound and kill one of these infiltrators. Over there, nothing was done. So, at the end of my turn, I've scored 15 currently because I held this, I held this, I held this. Funnily enough, that is within a 3-inch gap. Might not look like it, but it actually is. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So 15 for the primary. I managed to score this one for my, which was it called? I always forget the name of it. Uncharted sequencing. Cut off the head is still in play. And these two have netted me at least 6 points, I think, for the end game. Because they have been scanned. So, I think that's about it. I'm currently on 15 to Kyle's 2. But I've got points in the bag at the end of the game. Next turn, that Warlord needs to die so that I can at least net 6 points. I kind of forgot about cut off the head, if I'm being honest. Otherwise, I would have fired this Arquebus in him as 2. Hopefully trying to kill him.
You did well with...
I have wiped out a good chunk of his army. I do know that a Satan, a Scorpec Lord and Scorpec Destroyers are due to turn up somewhere. I believe I've spread out enough to put them in front of me again somewhere. I've cleared the whole of the back table. Should be pretty much a nice little bubble. Hopefully. I don't really want a Satan dropping in my lines in this corner, for example. So I believe I have spread out enough to force them in front of me. And then hopefully next turn I can kind of pick off the remainder of the army and maybe them new Scorpec Destroyers. Unless he brings them in turn 3. Who knows? So, moving on to Necrons. Turn 2.
So, Necrons turn 2. I have done my will be done onto these Immortals, the Goss, Flayers. These guys have jumped out of combat, freeing up the Dragoon and the Overlord who has bombed up the board, eyeing up potentially these 2 targets. Jimmy, and I generally mean this, has played an absolute blinder regarding Deep Strike. He has literally anchored me down. There's nothing at the back of the board. Realistically, I could have the Satan here, but I am using the Nightbringers model, and the normal Satan would have a slightly bigger one. So just because I don't want to drop him here, people going, the wrong side of the base, I am not. So I've dropped him over here. And yeah, it's a crap move. I apologise. Purely for the fact he has screened me out of all of this. All this, I can't go here, can't go there, can't go the back of here, or even over here. So he's going to have to anchor in. Granted, my deployment was here and he could have just literally moved up the board and threatened his lines. But that's how it goes. Master play for Jimmy, which probably is going to really do him well in the end game. I'm not going to say win, because it's still early days, but very, very well to him. So the Destroyers and the Scorpec Lord are staying put for now, which is a bit of a shame. Don't really want them to sat there since they're a combat thing, but hey-ho. So that is literally it. I will get into my Satan Psychic powers, Satan powers, which I am going to do the Antimatter Meteorite, which is going to go into the nearest unit. I think that's the rules, which I think is his Dragoon because he's 9 inches away from him. So I will just double check what I need to do, and then we'll be right back, guys. So 3 to 5 against this Dragoon. It suffered 3 mortal wounds on a 6. It is D3 plus 3, which is nice. But Jimmy is going to burn a stratagem if it goes off.
Malevolence of the Omnissiah, so I can...
For 5, 3 mortal wounds. So for 1 CP on a 4 plus, he ignores them. So go for it.
There we go. Come on, Robo Chicken. Lost it.
Absolutely destined to not get hurt. So there's Tan.
Mate, his cattle prod needs to do more in combat. He's not ready to keel over and die.
Absolutely not. Right, so we will do the little bit of shooting off camera, and then we'll get straight into the charge phase. All these immortals went into the Dragoon, knocking 3 wounds off. The second squad managing to do really well with hits and feeling everything on the wounds. So not great. So straight onto the charging, I will be charging my Overlord into this tank here, and then I will be doing the Satan into the Dragoon. Yes.
I will elect to overwatch with the Doom Crawler, seeing that I can kill him and try and take 10 points. Worth a shot before you run in there with a War Siphon.
Yeah, okay, cool. So what we will do is we will pause it here and we'll see if this blue Overlord will survive. So is he going to survive? In 3, 2, 1. And he lives! Managing to boss all my armor saves. And then I got a 6. So this guy is well and truly into combat. Next up is the Satan needing a 9 to fight that Dragoon. 8. I'm going to have to burn one. Make it slightly eventful.
Yeah.
For a 10, the Satan is in combat. Starting the fight with the Overlord into the Dune Crawler. Hitting on 2s with his War Scythe. Of course. Force to wound. For the 2. So he's looking at his 5-up invulns here.
Yeah, 2d6, I'll roll him here. How much damage?
2.
Just 2 damage? Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
So-
I'll take that. I'll take that.
I won't.
I was getting ready to automatically blow it up and just take some wounds off of you, but where's it gone?
So he gets strike back after I do this Satan. I am going to burn 2 CP for Entropic Blow, which basically means you ignore your woundable saves. So
Cool, I'm going to elect to counter attack first for 2 CP.
Fair enough.
And then I'm going to elect to do my chain swords,
Should you?
chain tasers, so I'm exploding on 5s.
Okie dokie.
I know I can only take 3 wounds off him, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like I need to do the wounds now.
Yeah, yeah.
So hitting on
4s.
5s explode. And then wounding you on, I'm strength 8. You're definitely not toughness 8, are you? Yeah. So probably 3s. 6 attacks before I go down and die.
So 4-up invulns. This is pretty much sums up my arm save throws. So he's lost 3 wounds. So after burning 3 CP, he has managed to clink off the 3 wounds in this phase, which is pretty huge right now. So now it's his attacks to this chicken. So 5 attacks hitting on 2s. All hit. I don't think he's that strong. I think he's only strength 6.
So false.
Let me just double check. Yep, strength 6. And then it's AP minus 4. So it goes straight through.
Yeah, and you said you do an entropic blow as well?
Correct. So that means no invulnerable save. So it's D6 though. So it's proper swingy. It's still a really rubbish roll, but still, the chicken is no more. Wow, what a rubbish turn for the Necrons. Not really doing anything. A Satan destroying a Dragoon, I'm sure Jimmy can live with, considering all this is left. The Overlord, unfortunately, failed his mark. You think they're going to be really good, and they just never are. It's a bit annoying. But anyway, at least it's contesting this objective for the time being, but we'll see what's going to happen. So yeah, scoring 0 technically, so no primaries. Scanning, obviously, the end of the game. Fin the ranks, end of the game. Purge the vermin. As you can see, Jimmy is in every single quarter. So, a pretty bad round for me. Jimmy has sprung and told us that This is his second mark, so he's scoring over 3 points in his turn, putting him to 18 to my 0 in this one, which is not good at all. So, with a really good round of shooting from the Admech in turn 3, and a very good strategically moving in play, could stop my Scorpex from coming in and really sealing the deal. So we'll see what they can do. Hopefully I can weather the storm. We shall see you in Admech turn 3.
So, beginning of my turn 3. I have moved all these guys up towards the centre of the board, getting ready to take, well, the centre of the board. So, what happened? We read the Doctrina rules, and by the looks of it, you don't need to take one by how it's worded. It says when it is picked or chosen or something like that. So I've decided not to take one. If I am wrong, please let me know in the comments below.
Well, realistically, you can't reuse them, can you?
No.
There's only 4, so...
Oh, yeah.
If it's worded like that, it could be obviously just a typo or something, but we read it as you pick one, you're done.
Yeah.
Unless it means you're done for that turn, you can do it back. You know, you can't re-tag it. So it's like that one, then you do one and you go back. If that's the case, then you can, and you can keep going. But we read it as you can do 4 out of 5. I guess that's how it is.
So one and done, basically.
You've got your Omnissiah and that. Could be, it might not be, but we'll read it as how we read it. We'll play it as how we read it. So you are, like you said, you are skipping.
Yeah. Skipping this one. But for my Canticles, I've done Benediction of the Omnissiah, which I get to reroll 1 hit, 1 wound, and 1 damage. Yeah, which was based on these guys, I think, last turn. Belisarius has put onto these guys the Shrouded one, so even though it's been used, he can still select one that has been used by the wording, I think.
Yeah, I think.
So these guys have benefit of light cover, but just by the fact they're in light cover anyway, so it was a bit of a stupid one, but hey hell. So, moving on to the shooting phase, I think I've got quite a bit to fire. I'll probably do the majority of it off camera because it's just small arms fire. You know, like shots and more shots. But what we'll start with is this geezer here into the Warlord. Can he finish him off? We'll find out now. Oh, let me also mention I have burned 1 CP to put him back up to his full bracket. Also, oh yeah, and Belisarius has healed him D3 and I got 6. Also, the Duststalkers have jumped off the board. I have used Circutitious Assassins, something like that. Probably saying it wrong. It's 1 CP. They're within wholly within 9 inches of a table edge. They can redeploy on a table edge next turn. So, yeah, that's everything. Right, let's go see if this guy will die.
So the crawler into the Overlord, obviously top bracket, but with guns never tire, it's -1, so he's now hitting on 4s, which I think obviously is wonderbar to destroy this Overlord. So the stubber shot and managed to do no wounds, so it's now the
Icarus autocannon.
Brilliant.
So let's fire that, hitting on 4s, wounding you on 3s, just the 1 and -1.
1 at -1. Nope.
Fine. Missiles, on 4s, not good, and 1 wound, -2, that will be a wound.
Yep, so it's down to 2, and then it's
finally Big Rocket hitting
the
on 4s.
Damascus cannon? No.
And finally the, actually it gets to reroll, doesn't it?
Oh, you can choose a reroll.
No.
Getting a free.
Cool.
Right,
okay, so he survives.
Well, that's something, I guess. Everything that can has shot. So regarding these guys are signalling, so they can't. These have advanced, so they can't shoot, barring the plasma, and didn't do anything. We have used the Icarus rocket Icarus autocannon as shot into the Satan, knocking it down some wounds, and also the sniper from this squad into the Satan, so he's down to 3 wounds.
I can't remember if we mentioned it on the end of the movement phase, but these guys are activating the shield signal, whatever it's called.
Yeah, so obviously that's why they are not shooting. So
his Icarus, has taken wounds off his...
So the rest of the guns, the stubber and the both variants of the missiles are going all into these immortals, correct?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Starting with the stubber, hitting on 3s. Ooh. Wounding on 5s, nothing. And then we're doing the 5 missiles, hitting on 3s. Yes, I can re-roll 1 because of Mars. And then wounding on 3s.
What's tough strength is it?
Strength 6.
Missiles.
Yeah, -2, so 5 at -2. It's good like the squad here.
So it's -1 because it's behind cover, so... False. Not with a roll like that, so that is 1 dead.
And then...
Yeah, go for it.
Big missile. Misses.
On it, going to 2. Cool, and then reanimation. Hey, so the immortals are totally fine. If I'm standing correct, that is all shooting done?
Yes.
Oh, lovely jubbly.
Just charges.
So what we're doing?
No, but let me have a quick think and we'll come back to charges.
Okie dokie, we'll be right back in the charge phase, guys. So, this Dragoon into the 4-man Tesla, and then this Dragoon into the 5-man Carbine. I don't think you really can fail.
So, Tesla in Gauss Blasters in.
Yeah, brilliant. So these guys are definitely 100% in. So, against the Tesla Immortals first.
6s explode, hitting on 3s. Wounding you on strength 8, so 3s. 3 at -2.
So 2 are dead.
Animation.
2 are dead. Next up, the second Dragoon.
Yeah, second chicken. Hits 3 times. Wounds once.
And he does not do anything.
Cool.
My attack's back, I do believe, and I will start with the Overlord. So it is 5 attacks, hitting on 5 attacks or 4 attacks?
4 attacks, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's 5 wounds, 4 attacks, yeah. Hitting on 2s. All hit. Strength 4s to wound. Wow, that's a lot more healthy.
5 hopping ones.
Correct.
Failed 3.
6 damage.
Does he explode? I can't auto explode.
No, that's true. No. So that is the June Walker destroyed.
So we did the remaining attacks off camera. I don't think anything was... Oh, a wound was taken from this mortal squad over here, taking him down to 2. Nothing happened to that chicken, and nothing happened over here. He still remains on 3, but he's about to go up to 4. He's about to go up to 4 as well. I scored 15 for the primaries, because I was holding 5, I was holding 4, and at the time I was holding 2, I'm currently holding 2 now. But I have moved into a good, strong position to probably max out next turn, hopefully. Unless you have an incredible turn 3.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So, moving on to Necrons turn 3.
Turn 3 for the Necrons. My Will Be Done has not been in placed due to the fact he's a geezer a madman on a mission. So what has happened? The Immortals have scuttled around here The Doomstalker stayed put, and these guys are bombed in here. So this guy at the front here is 9 inch away from the Doomstalker, so hopefully I can get a charge off there. The Satan has moved up, going to use some of his mortal wound output onto some of these guys and hopefully do a little bit of a charge. Scoring 0 for the primary, so I think I am in a really bad place right now. So it could possibly mean Jimmy's so far ahead in turn 4, there might be no point playing turn 5, but we'll get there in the end. We'll see. Right, I will do the psychic. Oh, not psychic. Satan is not a psyker. He's just even more powerful than that. Satan power off camera, and we will get straight into the shooting, guys. Let's not waste about. Let's get on with it. Let's do this. We did the Necron shooting off camera, just cut a small arms fire, and actually was fairly successful for once, managing to clink a few of these guys with the Satan Sigil Assault, I think it is. So it's Seismic Assault, thank you, which is roll a dice for every one in the unit. A 6 is a mortal wound, maximum of 10. So I think I killed 1, but 1's better than nothing. And then these guys have shot into them as well. What did really well was the Scorpex Lord's gun went into the back of these Rangers?
They're
Vanguards. Blast, so it's all getting 6 and managing, I think, kill for 5. Well, that's how is it left. Yeah, there's 5. So killing 5. So that was pretty successful. Very happy with that. And then these guys lost another one to the cause, giving me a few extra points towards in the ranks, which, when he's scoring 15 every turn, I need as much as I can get. So what we will do is we will charge. So the Scorpex needs a 9. I think he probably needs a 12 or something.
Yeah,
12.
12 to either.
Yeah, okay. I am going to do the Satan into... I think, what does he need?
8 to get into Cawl, or 5 to get into the lads. Well, probably 4 if you're...
Let me have a little think, because this objective is very crucial, but he hasn't got a sweeping blow, but then him against Cawl would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Again, with the Overlord as well. Let me have a little think. I'll be right back, guys. I am going to charge the Satan into these guys, and I'm going to do the Overlord into them as well. Cawl can wait for now, because this objective is more important than killing his Warlord, I do believe. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Overlord. We roll that for a 6. Next up, Satan for a 5. I think that's what's needed. I think you said 5, didn't you?
Yeah, if you go this way, yeah.
Okay. 5 for that. And then flying over this side, we'll do the Destroyers, needing a 9.
Again, a 10.
For a 10, and then the big guy,
Yeah,
12. Nah. Right, I'll move all these guys in and we'll get into the charge, the fight through. So, due to the basing, I can only get 1 in, because if not, I'd be tagging this guy and not even being in combat with this. So, it is a bit of a Chinese whispers. So the Lord is telling this guy,
you can do it. 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 I can do it. Hopefully.
And Bellacore, as Jimmy has been calling him, is going into the Overlord with heroical intervention, and the Satan obviously is in there as well. Eek. Right, so we'll get the dice and we'll start the game.
Starting with the Satan hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. Reroll that 3. I know it's probably gonna. Oh my god, sir. Would you just roll it properly? Right, I need 6 up in guns, otherwise they're dead. 1 survives, 3 die. My bad. It was the Overlord into the lads, not the Satan. Now it's the Satan. 5 attacks.
Whoa, it's all kicking off. Right, 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Oh dear. Wounding on 2s. That stands, I guess. In runs.
4.
Yes.
That's why I get 6 sixes. Nope, 4 more dead. Oh, god damn it. Why is it all falling apart? Everybody do the conga. Everybody do the conga. So, conga line man number 1 is going into him. So hitting on, I think 3, she said.
3 if you're rolling the ones. 3 if you're rolling the ones. Yes. 5 is rolling the ones. 1. In front, sir.
It'll be a lovely 5 up. Nope.
It's
2 damage.
Flat 2.
Oh dear. So he is down to 9 wounds.
Jimmy's Dragoon with the 2 wounds remaining are going into the Immortals. See if you can do anything this time.
I'd like 3 6s here. I got 1 6. They missed, so they go back in.
You see back in,
And then wounding on 3s. That's not too bad. -2.
Yeah. One's dead.
Just 1.
And 5 up. One's dead. I thought I got 5 then. All the small combats were just done off camera. Nothing over here, this endless bout. But interestingly, the Dragoon has managed to destroy the remaining Tesla Immortals and then consolidate into these guys. This guy is on 1 wound, so these Immortals are doing pretty well. So, last but not least, it is the Warlord against Warlord. Can Jimmy take him out and then bag himself a few points on the way? So, we're doing the axe first, correct?
Yes. So hitting you on 2s. So
He's not woken up yet.
No, he's not. He's half asleep. Poor lad. Wounding on 3s. So 1 at -2. So that'll be even done. That's 2 damage.
Right, so you can't kill him with this. He's a silver lining.
No.
Right, this guy is not.
And then
dying.
I have my Mechadendrite High, which is 2d6 for 5. This is where Cawl just totally loses it.
So is it two?
2s? Followed by 4s.
Yes.
It's a 3.
Ooh.
No minus, so it'll be 3 up in them. 3 upside, sorry.
This Overlord is thirsty for battle. He is well and truly still in the game. So that is all combat done. It is just a quick morale we'll do on camera. I think you auto run, don't you? If you get a 1.
If I get a 1, he will be loving it. This is where I want to get a 1. I get a 5, he runs away.
So that clears that objective from Jimmy, which potentially has saved me a few points along the way. So I will wrap up what I have done. Don't think I've just done very much typically, but we'll just a recap and we'll be right back, guys. I apologise, guys. I scored 0 points. Some more points.
United Kingdom in
Yeah, literally.
every Eurovision going forward.
That is literally me, this game. Fin the ranks, I've got a few points. Purge, as you can see, battling on all fronts. Maybe get some points in the next couple of rounds. But it's not looking good. Jimmy has already scored 30 for his primary, which is a lot more than me.
And I've just scored another 3 for holding objective 4.
Oh, look at
which
that.
was my Uncharted sequencing.
You cheeky Admech, calculating and strategically winning the game. Killing these has saved some points, so I'm quite happy with that. And Cawl failing his combat has made me a little bit more happier as well. So, we will do turn 4. If Jimmy scores well, there's nothing I can do to win the game because the points will be too far ahead. But we shall see. I would like to see his head on that scythe, well, technically not Lightbringer, but well, he can morph into whatever he wants. He's a shapeshifter, guys. Right, Admech, turn 4, coming at ya.
So, command phase. It was too far to issue anything, so nothing on that front. I did gain a CP back. Movement phase, as you can see, these guys have shifted round. He shifted nowhere. He's moved up. They've just decided to take objective 2 and are putting a signal on it. And at the back of the board, as you can see, these guys are 9 inches away from here. So, let's see what can happen in this turn. I know I need a good shooting phase. I have taken the Doctrine Conqueror, or Conquered, I can't remember which one it is. Conqueror Imperative.
What does that do?
That does, I improve my weapon skill by 1, but I decrease my ballistic skill by 1. I've also taken the Chant of the Remorseless Fist, which adds 1 strength characteristic to my attacks in combat.
Assault Doctrine!
Yeah, basically. So, at least my guys will be a little bit stronger in combat, which is wonderful. Right then, moving on to, I believe, the shooting phase. I don't think there's anything to do at the end of movement on this turn, so see you in the shooting. So, as you can see, one of the conga line is dead. Fired everything into there. It was the big rocket, the Daedalus rocket that took it out, doing 5 damage. These guys fired everything into the Satan to knock him down to 1 wound remaining. So guess who's charging? These guys are sitting pretty on here. These 2 fired the arc rifle and plasma into these guys, killing 1. Pistols here we need to do, but we'll do them off camera and we'll come back. Everything else, we'll check if those, oh no, I don't think they'll be in range unless it's an 18-inch range, and I'll put them into there. So that's a quick recap of the shooting so far. Back in a moment. Okay, so we fucked up. These guys are the infiltrators, and I was playing them the wrong way around. So Kyle has literally said, it's fine, do this. Them other guys, the just stalkers, are just up there, just chilling, no pistols. So that is the end of the shooting. Nothing was done since you last saw us, because we did no wounds there.
Lesson learned though, which new army in it.
Brand new army, we're still learning, guys. So, into the charge phase. We are going here with these guys, and then the right ones now, going into the Immortals. So, we'll be
passing him as well.
Oh yeah, this guy's gonna go into the Lord and finally kill him. Right then, guys, we are back in a moment.
Starting with the Tech Priest into the Overlord.
Oops, sorry.
7 total.
Boom.
Easy peasy.
These guys, I need a 9 to get into them Immortals. Yeah. I know, I've got to go around, so maybe a 10 actually. 6, nope, doesn't matter. And now the one that finally matters, these guys here into this Satan. So I need a 7. In with a 12.
Starting the fight with the troop into the 1 wounded remaining Satan. Can he be brought down?
We'll find out. Hitting on 3s. Not likely. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound, can it be done? And then I do have the Taser.
Nope.
Oh, the Taser's going to be needed. So, explosives on 6s, hitting on 3s. Damn it!
The Satan survives. I'm going to burn 2 CP to interrupt, and I'm going to choose to do the Overlord. So I'll get my dice, and I'll be right back.
Oh, the Lord is interrupting. Let's go.
2s. does that? Freeze.
For free.
Inventory.
Here we go. I fail all of them. Good night, sweet prince.
Next up, I have consolidated the Scorpet Destroyers, still within 6 inch of the Lord. The back going, get in the fight! Seeing if they can clink some wounds off this Dune Walker. So it's 3 in. We will roll off camera and see if this Dune Crawler will survive. And when you look at that, the exact amount of wounds needed, I got, so that guy destroyed. Did he blow up? No, he didn't. So, moving on to a very important one. Cawl is going for a second attempt against this Overlord.
Yep, hitting on 2s. He's Mars, he gets to attack.
Yeah.
Hey! And then, I believe this is 3s. 2.
Inruns, isn't it?
Yep. It's only -2. Reroll that. He is fine. On 1 wound.
Yeah, but you've got your 2d6.
Mechadendrites, whatever it is.
That's more like it.
9, 4, 7, 9. Hitting on 2s.
Ooh, wow.
Why couldn't these bloody explode? And then wounding you on...
Freeze. He's got strength 6 now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
3, 6, 7.
Oh dear.
He's dead.
He's well and truly dead. Okay, so that is cut off the head. We will work out how many points you get.
I think it's 3 at this point.
Possibly. We will work it out and add it to Jimmy's tally. After Cawl has destroyed the Overlord, we went into the Dragoons. Jimmy has attacked twice with the Lances and doing... Is that the one?
Yeah, I think it's 9.
So...
Yeah, 9. Right.
They are well and truly defeated. All combat has finished. The Stalker has knocked a wound off them. The Immortals are no more. This Dragoon has bombed up a little bit to eye up these remaining Immortals. And that is really it. Just to round off before Jimmy's recap, morale. So what do we need?
1, they're fine. 2, they're fine. 3, they're fine. So they are a 4. 1 runs away.
Okay.
And then that leaves me with half the squad remaining. So 1 or 2, I believe, to go.
Yes.
There's 2 more. So the 3 remain. So, end of my turn 4, and what a turn that was. The Necrons are looking really thin on the ground. Well, on this side of the board. They're okay, this side of the board. Yeah, score 15 for the primary. I'm currently on my way to getting my... I always forget the name of it. Uncharted sequencing. And I got cut off the head as well. And strategic scan is going off on number 2. So I'm about to score 3 total there because I failed to do it on number 1 when the last squad died. So yeah, moving on to Necron's turn 4. I believe Kyle has said we are going to have a look at the points, see if anything can be done, because I am 45 on the primary, plus 3 for the cut of the head, that's 48. I believe I'll be on about 9 with the 9 or 10 with the signal, and the Uncharted I'm probably about to hit 12. So
yeah, you we'll have a little look and see if there's anything I can actually do.
Cool. So yeah, we will either see you in turn 4, or now there will be a magical mirage go across the screen, and you'll see both of us in the game recap. Woo! So that's it. Final scores on the doors.
Yeah, we thought it was better just to recap the game.
Yeah, we did kind of play through your turn 4 just to see what would have happened. Not much happened, apart from you killed Cawl with the Satan. Basically.
Yeah, so what did we get?
So I scored 75. That was a big amount of pointage.
And I got 82, take off 60.
22, little smackaroonies.
Oh, big time. Well done you, Admech. First in.
For the regular viewers, the streak ends.
Yeah.
Unero 1 for
Yeah.
me in the bracket.
Yeah. Admech, so much, layer on layer on layer. Like, it's the perfect cake. It would just, I feel like this has just got, like you said earlier on in the game, you've got, like, alright, I'll restrict my movement because I don't really need to move and I get all these benefits, and then I'll speed up. It's just it is robotic, it's very mechanical and very methodical. I feel like Necron possibly could have a little bit more of that, but wow, I love it. Love it, absolutely love it. But you absolutely crackered me with regards to your your secondaries really, and your primary. You did fantastic.
Lost it all.
I think the only thing cut off the head.
Yeah, cut off the head, which could have gone a bit better. But hey, I realised about end of turn 3, I didn't really need it.
I think end of turn 2 we could have called it quits and you'd have won regardless. I scored 22, and that's the whole game. You probably scored that technically within the first turn, or second turn.
Yeah, probably.
In a bonkers way. Looking at the dead pile, obviously we can see more here and there and all that. I actually didn't do too bad with regards to kills. It wasn't a complete wipe. It was just, you, master tactician, you blocked me off. I had to deep strike a Satan into my own base, which is, from last time I did that with Mortari, and geez, I got some backfire. But I had nothing to do, and I wasn't risking him being deployed down the line. I was missing out on mortal room spam, so it was something I had to do. Really what I should have done is plonked him in there and just charged him in and maybe scared you a little. Probably not, but it was better than just him being in the ether.
I screened you to perfection. To perfection.
Literally, guys, if we were using the Nightbringer, I could have brought him in down a few little bits in the back, but because of the base size, like we said, I wasn't going to do that because it's not really technically the Nightbringer, and we wanted to do it as best we could and hopefully showcase Admech's sheer power. I mean, we never really played them, but I've always told that they're a bit of a glass cannon, very hard hitting, but equally they fall apart. And then, I think
they've got that potential. I think still of being a glass cannon. I did manage to shoot a hell of a lot of your army, but what helped was the ballistic skill in turn 2. My turn 2 was pivotal, really, taking out a good chunk of your army. The turbo chickens were very good for me, anyway. I think we need to add a few more. Probably.
It'd be very interesting to see him in against a combat army.
Yeah, that's probably where they'll go down.
Because it's very much the jousting lands straight in, smack them, do the damage, but really somewhat survives like maybe Death Guard Terminators. Or Terminators in general with like Storm Shields where they've got 4 up invuns.
Do you know what we'll have to do then? Space Wolves versus Dark Mechanicus.
Yeah, something like that. It'd be interesting to see, but do you know what you had? You got to think some of your shooting was shut down from your signal arrays, and you go, oh, it's only troop, but that troop had some nasty stuff in. You had a sniper that can pop off HQ, you had plasma, you had an arc rifle that does flat 3 damage on vehicles and wounds on a 4. You're really covering a lot of bases, and you've got all them shots, and that nasty stratagem you had where you basically turn into a rapid fire, and you just get up in front, sniper the heads. If you're going against Guard or you're going against G2 cults where you need them support units massively, you're just popping everyone off left, right and centre. Yeah. Like, you did fantastically well. Overlord, you took, 3 wounds off with a sniper bullet? Yeah. Luckily, he persevered. But then, I think the Dragoons are really impressed with, just that the sacrifice of shooting for the sheer output on combat. Really, they're probably good against elite stuff, hitting really hard, strength 8 and stuff off. You upgrade them with the canticles to strength 9, you're wounding like Lehman Russes on 3s and impulsors and stuff, or not impulsors, repulsors on 3s. and exploding, you can see where they're going.
-2 flat 2
Yeah,
damage.
plus there's a hell of a lot of stratagems in this book, and we're going to showcase a small amount that does combat. It's quite a combat stratagem related thing.
Yeah, I've got them written down for like easier, because obviously we don't have the cards yet, just the Codex.
Yeah,
so we've made a note of them, which helps massively, I think.
But we've got quite a lot of Admech hidden away that we've not used. You know, the custom robots and stuff like that. I won't say everything because we want to keep it a bit of a surprise. So the next lists, or the list coming up, will be different, and we can really showcase them guys. Definitely.
I think you might be taking the turbo chickens that one.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I definitely will. I think it's my turn to use them next.
Yeah.
But with I'm interested to see with the Book of Rust as well. You know, the Metallica stuff and the specialist attachments coming back into 9th. Be very interesting to see how that fits in with everything. So you might see that popping up very, very soon as well. But no, fantastic game from you. I mean, turn 2, blocking my deep strike and just caning me in with all the volleys, and then just the right mechanicals at the right time. I think he's just a fantastic game. And it's just so good to have a new army, like a different army. And as you say, at least we're not painting power armour. So at least you
That's true. Well, I currently am Sisters of Battle. But
yeah.
But then I get to move on to orcs. Oh, cannot wait to paint my orcs.
Yeah.
I just hope Games Workshop don't release Sisters and Orcs on the same weekend, because if they do, we are screwed and we're missing the orc release.
No, but we've got a lot of armies going to face off against the Admech and see if they can take their crown in a sense, because they're currently on 100% efficiency. Very typical robot, but yeah.
I think that's about it, really.
Yeah, I really, as much as I got cream crackered, I really enjoyed that game. I really did. Love to see them. You know, guys, we're new to Admech, so bear with us. I'm sure there was some slight errors in rules and pronunciations, definitely pronunciations, because them guns are just bonkers. There's like just threw Scrabble pieces on the board and going, yeah, that'll do. But loved it. So yeah.
Without further ado, please put 89 in the comments if you've made it this far. Subscribe button is here, and check out our sponsors at Elysium Wargames. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I think was so natural as well.
Let's just make sure it does longer than 3 seconds, yeah. It's all gone to fucking hell, Sharpie. Sharpie, you kid.
Right, let's do this. Let's go. I'll probably make a really shit second edit of this. Oh well.
3, 2, 1.